So, let's have our winner bracket final. It's 2 Night Elves, 1 from China, 1 from Korea. It's Colorful versus... What? Versus Moon. Okay, the overlay was a little wrong, so I was confused. It said Colorful versus 120, which is of course not the case. Moon is of course the big favorite, even though his Night Elf Mirror matchup was for a long time his weakest, but not the case anymore. As you can see, 62% win rate. That's way better than in the old days when he was playing a lot against Remind and lost a lot against Remind. But yeah, these days are over. So let's go into a Night Elf Mirror. When I find Colorful in the list. I just renamed him. What the hell? Now it says no such player found. Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Found it. We're starting it. Moon, 2-1 win. Had a rough start against 120. Seemed to be a little caught off guard by new creep routes and new timings. But then super strong comeback. This was pretty crazy. Especially the AP push on map 3. Colorful, easy game against Yumiko. And we finally got it. Let's jump into this. It's Moon in the red. And Colorful in the blue. It's gonna be a little tough to figure out who is who. But everything is alright. Okay, Moon with the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter on the other side as well. Keeper Craft is over. And we're back in Bear Demon Hunter Naga territory. Which is very cool on Terranar Stand. Because it's also a lot about expansions. It's also a lot about Zeppelin drops. It can be a pretty dynamic match. I am very curious how Colorful plays it. Because I haven't seen a lot of Colorful games recently. Especially not Night Elf Mirrors. He looked very solid today. Good execution, nice ideas, good flanking, stuff like that. A little bit of a harass by Moon, but Colorful gets the rogue. Is super slowed down though. Nice block coming out. Keeps the Demon Hunter away from the Shadow Priest so far, but there will be another mana burn, and the counter block by Moon doesn't really work out. So this early engagement goes to Colorful. Who's starting his chase of the Shadow Priest right away. So battle for the Berserker maybe. With lots of mercs early on. Who has the faster fingers? Who has the better ping? Should be Colorful. But Berserker available in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Colorful gets it. Fucked up the countdown. I know. I'm sorry. So these first few encounters go to Colorful. It's just a little bit though. Items, by the way, big invul and big healing staff for Moon. That's pretty important. Otherwise, he would have to run all the way back. Now he can just staff and hang around a little. Neither... Okay, there's the Hunter's Hall here. It's in time.
A player's forces are
Moon is constructing a Tree of Life already. Well, not really already. It's for a Night Elf Mirror. Already, like, a little late, I would say. But nice position of the Engine of War. He got the Berserker from his side of the map. And yeah, going for this lab so early can pretty much only mean Zeppelins, I guess. Maybe a Shredder as well, if he has this Expo up. And this item is so good. +2 armor, undispellable on every unit in a Bear Mirror. Makes the world of a difference. Ooh, Colorful. Ouch! Loses the Engine of War. Third game of his. Second time he loses the Engine of War. There's some hate against the trees going on. Don't tell Greta. So level 3 here. And Boots of Kel'Thalas. So one guy gets single unit damage. The other guy gets army armor. Let's see how that turns out. Naga for Moon. Colorful a little late to the tavern party here. Is Moon losing this? What's up with Moon and the detonates today? 3 wisps against 120. Now one against Colorful as well. But alright. Should still be fine. Expo almost up. Colorful is coming in for a little bit of a push. No rush tier 3 tech here. I mean, it's Moon. It could still be that this is Mass Dryads. I think he has no matchup where he never plays Mass Dryads, which is quite interesting. Focus fire on the Demon Hunter pretty hard, and that's the Boots of Kel'Thalas right here kicking in. Shadow Priest falls. No healing, no dispel, no more. Invul Potions not on the Demon Hunter, but the Cloak of Shadows saves him for now. So with this, the Expo should be safe.
Players' forces are under attack.
For now, at least. But both players have access to the labs, can go for Zeppelins. Now the tier 3 is on the way. Moon? Not going for it. Yet. More mercs, so... Oh, no, it's actually the same 2 mercs. Colorful still contesting this. Okay, no one is rushing to 4. He has a very good Demon Hunter, so I mean, why not? Should just be careful with the Naga, which is not the biggest deal because she has the boots. And Frost Arrow, so good control. And can create a lot of distance between the melee damaged hero and herself. So we get some Dryads out.
A player's forces
Bear
are
upgrade on
under
the
attack.
way. 30%. This tech difference... Moon is refusing to tech. He is actually going for the Mass Dryads and Colorful with the Naga. That was quite a thing, man. 2 claws for Moon, but still in trouble. Has to go for the TP. Staff is not enough. Or can he just walk it off? No. TP comes in as the Dryad blocks. But both heroes super low. So is the tree. At 50%, was soaking up quite some damage from the creeps. But the rest of the army is still here. And if the Demon Hunter arrives, and he does... Oh, actually, it's very low. 300 only. He can't engage. Naga's coming in. Colorful! Colorful! What are you doing? Whoa. Arrow in the air. And the TP here. If there's a little more mana for a Fork Lightning Naga falls. But damn, action-packed mid-game. Moon was investing into the expansion. Colorful is investing into tech. So mass or class, what will prevail?
A player's forces are under attack.
So I guess he delayed the expansion by a little bit. Forced the potions, forced the TP. Super close to Moon's base. That's a big thing. Tier 3 is done. We don't have too many bears yet. There's still an archer, still a berserker. But I think 2 are in production. Yep. And the master training. So Moon is once again dependent on his amazing Dryad micro. Has to outdance the bears. But yeah, no TP. Gotta be a little careful. Nice that he sees this, so he can flank. Master training is not done yet, but it's just a matter of seconds. And here we go. Big damage upgrade. Big tanks in the front. But if Moon plays the kiting game right, he might not lose a single HP. First Dryad down. Naga in trouble for Colorful. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Saves her to the back, but more Dryads are coming in. Demon Hunter doing a lot of damage, but the Dryads are so fast, almost uncontrollable. Demon Hunter is breaking through that front line. Dryad is slowing. No potion. Can he still reach? There's a man. Oh, there's no mana burn actually, but another Dryad. Moon slipping in micro for once. And on the other side, bears are still super healthy. 3 of them. Could continue the push towards the Expo with this maybe?
The town is under siege.
Oh, Berserker. Moon again not blocking. Could have killed her twice now. That's a little mistake. So the entire army is in the south. Colorful with the shop. And 4 bears. Moon did repair the expansion though. Naga saves herself on level 1. You can discuss if it's worth it to let her die. Oh, the heal scroll is gonna be great. Counter expansion by Colorful, but late. On the other side, Moon is still on tier 2. Breaking into upkeep, Mass Dryads once again. I think here we have another fight. Big supply lead. The question is, how long can the bears last in the fight? And the answer is not much longer. We have an Orb of Venom, so he's stacking up damage over time, but you can see the bears just melt. This is pretty crazy. Again, the Naga under pressure. Invo Potion and Heal Scroll for her, though. But good slow. Demon Hunter's coming into the rescue. Could be a couple of kills. Oh, Invis Potion as well. Sweet save. Actually, this was both for Moon. Sorry. So, yeah, stole it. So the Naga can't heal. The Naga can't go invul, and there's no rescuing this Demon Hunter. Moon smashing the fight. And Colorful leaves the game. That was a short one. The tier 3 rush apparently not working against Moon. This Mass Dryad thing in Moon's hands is messing with a lot of matchups sometimes. Like against Undead, this shouldn't be possible. Against a bear tech, that shouldn't be possible. But it is. It was to be expected though, right? Especially after the fight at the bottom right. When Colorful had this usual power spike with the bears, but with a double slow, you can just kite and kite and kite and kite, and the bears will never reach. And he's also not losing the Dryads, which is an issue because there's of course no TP, no XP then. Moon is 4-1 against Colorful, by the way. They haven't played on the most recent patch, so this is the first time. Kind of baffling that Colorful won this series. Well, that was back in 1.30 even, when Moon was the strongest. You gotta admit that this was not very smart by Colorful. Because he fought into Moon's hands. In positions where Moon could always retreat, into positions where Moon can easily save units. Maybe just go... It's hard to go for a Zeppelin against Mass Dryads, obviously. But maybe some distraction, buying more time, play a little more passive, creep up more, because tier 3 should be superior. But maybe it's also Moon. Even though there were a few mistakes in blocking and just multi-window macro. Who won map 1? It was Moon, mate. One map away from Guangzhou. It would be the first Night Elf and the second Korean only. So far, the Chinese were really, really good. Fly, especially in Group A, knocking down Lin into the lower bracket. Infi and TH yesterday eliminating Happy. And yeah, today, Moon stands against that. And at least one more Korean will follow from Group C. Maybe even 2. But the chances are not that high. Thank you, Domkop, for the 36-month resub. 3 years. And sends us the less than 3. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the continued support. Next map is Amazonia. I find the similarities between Amazonia and Terra Stand are really interesting because TS is a rather big map. AZ is a super small map. But the way these maps are played is fairly equal. Early expansions and a lot of Zeppelin usage. So there are definitely similarities here. Also, immediate level 2 from the first camp. Thank you, Lupin, for the Prime sub. Archers to answer the Dryads. They die super fast to the Demon Hunter Naga combo. So that doesn't work. Of course, marksmanship is a very, very, very good upgrade. But no. Doesn't work. Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants are really good. So, game has started. And we can join as well. Boom! Match points for Moon. As expected, no big struggle here. Once the expo was up and once he could mass his favorite unit. Don't want to say favorite unit of all time because that might still be Talons. But yeah, since like a year or so, he's embracing the strength of the Dryads. Plays a little bit into his hands as well. Yeah, what the hell is this? Sorry, fixing it. There we go. Moon in the red. Taking the lead and... oh wow. We have a Potom on Moon's side. On AZ. I was... like, what? Okay. Is he playing Hunters then? Yes, he is. He's gonna have a little bit of fun, apparently. Getting the last hits here. AO. Oh, he can't lose the Engine of War. I hope this is calculated. Yes, it is. So, getting level 2 right away for the Searing Arrows. Demon Hunter on Colorful's side. On paper, a Demon Hunter should just obliterate a Potom. But you know, it's Moon. And it's mass hunts. He played a very successful mass hunt game. Not a mass hunt game, but a dual Engine of War game against 1-0 earlier with an AP push. Can definitely see that here as well. If he can get the Wisps past Colorful Sight and maybe get a few... I shouldn't have the money for Mercs. It's actually his priestess, huh? Priestess, sorry. Pixie hero of his own family. So the priest, of course, provides 10, 20, 30% bonus damage for range attack. All that Moon will build is range attack. Archers, hunts, glaive throwers, maybe dryads later. Actually, I have seen a game of Moon where he went for this hero and then played bears. Just, I guess, to fuck with his opponent. I said it again. I need a cursing jar. We will implement that soon. Maybe starting tomorrow. A cursing jar for Neo. Every curse is €1 for Viva Con Aqua or something. I'm gonna be so poor. Gonna be broke in a week. So mass hunts need some time, but what can the Demon Hunter do at the moment? Nothing really. Damage of Hunts is really good against him, as it's normal damage. Archers are on the other side. You could creep, but you don't want to let a priestess creep, because then she gets level 3 rather quickly. Moon's not attacking. Tier 2 is done, almost, for Colorful, and the normal counter to Hunts is Dryads. But then it's just Moon following into tier 2. That does take a lot of time. But if he's following into a Dryad Mirror with the True Shot Aura and Dryads in his hands, I see no chance for Colorful. Blasted. Yeah, with 4 Hunts, you can't engage. Colorful is doing nothing with his army. Absolutely nothing. 1 lore and upgrades. Beastmaster. Beastmaster. Okay. Provide some piercing damage against the Hunts as well. But the long time value, I do not really see. It's a lot of piercing damage, to be fair. And vision. And against Moon, you... having vision is always good. He confirms the Beastmaster now. First experience for him. Claws of attack for the demon. Noise. Okay, so... he's not at 50. It doesn't have upgrades. And Colorful is at tier 2. Having Dryad soon. Is it mass Dryads? I see... okay, maybe it's mass range. With Archers and Dryads. Archers really cheap. Good damage value. I think that's what he does. No TP on Moon, by the way. First attack upgrade. Armor upgrade coming in as well. Contests this spot. Slight supply advantage, but there are summons. Moon refusing to attack. And here come the glaive throwers. On Moon's side, though. Expecting mass Dryads now. And if he establishes this blocker line to buy time for the glaive throwers to shoot, that's so much damage. Level 2 True Shot Aura now, 20% damage on glaives is a lot. Battle for the scrolls. Moon gets it. That's big. That's really big. And now he's at a nice 50 supply. Surrounds the Sasquatch. What's he doing there? Never go out alone, man. It's dangerous. So even illusions, oh, Moon seems to be in full control. Great damage. Steals the creeps. Away from Colorful's nose. Even Wisps here for even APs or repair. Can use it for both. But we have the Moonwell advantage. Demon Hunter is really underleveled. 2.1 only. Of course, sharing experience with the Beastmaster, but he doesn't get a big upgrade on level 2. Needs level 3, kind of. Wisp, of course, also for Detonate, if he wants to. So Glaives are under attack, but constantly repaired. Demon Hunter is dropping super low. Colorful, what was that? Also, the Beastmaster low. This is just way too much damage, apparently. He's supply stuck now, too. Ouch. Ouch, he's getting smashed! Everything falls. Level 4. Yeah! The Priestess of the Moon in the hands of Jung Jae-ho is very powerful, apparently. Good timings, good repairs, AP is up as well. Good control. Almost blocks the path for the Demon Hunter. We might get a kill here, but dropping low as well. More archers dying, even with the protection scroll. And Searing Arrow adds great damage to the Priestess. Oh, last second Moonwell use, but it's daytime now. And the juice is empty. And we have a level 4.3 bottom. Still supply stuck. This was expensive to rebuild the wells. Couldn't even rebuild the Beastmaster. Only now. And it's still not level 3. And Moon is like, oh, come on. I'm just... Same old, same old. Give me more hunts. I just pressure you. I just try to choke you out. Glaives are fantastic. This is one of the easier games that Moon has ever played. And sometimes these strats just work. Blocks with the Wisp. Level 5. Plus 6. Yep, GG. Oh, wow. That was no winner bracket final for the ages. Let me tell you that. Colorful never threatened this bottom. You cannot gift her level 3. You gotta be super close to her. Always on her heels. Maybe even with boots and just chip away the damage. To force her back. To not let her creep. Maybe even pull out the creeps at the Merc and go for a Berserker. Beastmaster had pretty much no impact. And then it was too much. Moon decided to push with one timing. And this timing was not delayed the slightest. The Lores didn't do anything. Tier 2 didn't do much. Moon masked and steamrolled him. So I guess they will wait with the Lowers finals then. I will go into a little break to see what the Chinese do. If they go on with Group D, if not, we go to Chimiko versus Romantic. Seems to be a good human mirror over there. So this break will be a little shorter. Don't go anywhere. Just a tiny break for more. And then we're right back. We have one more game in Group D, and that is 1-2-0 versus Colorful. Moon goes to Guangzhou. Is 5-1 against Colorful now. So one more Chinese, either a Night Elf, the second one, or the first Undead in 1-2-0, who should be considered the favorite for sure. So don't go anywhere. We have more games very, very soon.